Hi folks, this is Beginning Algebra Quiz 2. The first problem, we're asked to add two fractions. We notice that the denominators of these two fractions are different, so the first thing we'll have to do is come up with a common denominator. So we need to find a number that is a multiple of 6 as well as a multiple of 9. So let's start writing out the multiples of 6. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 is 18, and we stop at 18 because 18 is also a multiple of 9. So our common denominator will be 18. 6 times 3 gives 18, so I multiply the 5 times 3 to get 15. 9 times 2 is 18, so I multiply 7 times 2 to get 14. And now that I have the same denominator, I can add the numerators. And so when the dust settles, I get 29 over 18. And that'll do it for number 1. Number 2, we're asked to divide 5/6 divided by 7/9. And so we convert this to multiplication 5/6 times the reciprocal, 9/7. For fraction multiplication, I multiply the numerators and I multiply the denominators. Now before I get too carried away, I look to see if there's any common factors. 9 is a multiple of 3, as is 6. So I can divide 3 out from the 9 and the 3 out from the 6. So when the dust settles, I get 5 times 3, which is 15 in the numerator, 2 times 7, which is 14 in the denominator. And that'll do it for number 2. Number 3, we're asked to use the order of operations to simplify. And so the order of operations, please remember, or please excuse, my dear Aunt Sally. Parentheses come first, exponents next. Multiplication and division have the same priority, written from left to right. Addition and subtraction have the same priority, written from left to right. So what I have here is division and multiplication, and so I proceed from left to right. 20 divided by 2 is 10. The 10 times a 5 then is 50. Number 4, very similar problem. We're asked to use the order of operations to simplify this. Now the P in please is for parentheses, but it's for any grouping symbol. And this big division here, this fraction bar, is a grouping symbol. So we need to compute the top and the bottom first before we do the division. So if I look at the numerator, I've got an exponent and then an addition. Exponent outranks addition, so we'll do the exponent first. 3 squared is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. In the denominator, I have addition and subtraction. They're ranked equally, so I proceed from left to right. The 5 plus the 3 is 8. And 8 minus 1 is 7. So the final answer here is 10/7. Very last problem, number 5, we're asked to evaluate this algebraic expression for the value x equals 3. Well, we have to remember here that the 2x really means 2 times x. So when I substitute the 3 in, I'm really multiplying 2 times 3. And as we've talked about in class, you can't go wrong by putting the parentheses in there. So I'm going to put 2 parentheses 3 minus 1. Now I have multiplication then subtraction. The multiplication takes the priority. 2 times the 3 is 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. And that'll do it for quiz 2.